I think the point of contention is with the celebration. Now he can celebrate whatever way he likes. Was it a bit much? Maybe. Was it maybe time and the place? You know, sometimes you don't go to the away fans and do that, especially at Benfica, at a hostile ground. Um, Man was doing the joogie joogie. I'm gonna lie, he was like carnival dancing. He was looking at the fans, and maybe he was trying to incite a riot. Who knows? Maybe because he was tired of the boos, the jeers that they were giving him all half. Maybe. But my point in contention is that that's the first point that kind of starts off everything. The second point is the ref not controlling the situation. Because why are you giving Vinny a yellow card for the celebration? He did nothing wrong. So you give extra fuel to the fire by giving him a yellow card for a celebration. A celebration that we've seen worse celebrations in previous games. Now, obviously, Vinny's reputation precedes him. A lot of players understand that you can get under his skin. He's been known to throw fits and he's done it multiple times. But then, obviously, the Argentinian-born player Prestani goes up to him, face covered like this, says whatever he says. Now, it's hearsay, he say, she say. Now, what Mbappe and Vinny says, he says. If he said what he said, it's disgusting. It's deplorable. It shouldn't happen on the football pitch. Or we can't tell what he said. Now, they say one thing, he says another thing. Now, the other thing that the F word that he said, that's even bad towards the LGBTQ community. So you're either an racismo, or you're against, or you're homophobic. So which you got to stand on it. You got to stand on your words, stand on what you said to Vinny, because there's no point of lying. People heard it. The players in your own team shouldn't lie either because they heard it. You and now we have a whole kerfuffle, and then it stops the game for an extra 10 minutes, and then it takes the air out the game, and the game after that, there was no point for a game after that. It was just zombies walking at that point after that situation because when he gets off the pitch, he sits on the bench, he's visibly upset. Jose Mourinho has to talk to him to try and console him, and then the things are said after the game. Now obviously it's a Brazil Argentina thing, it's a black v white thing. There's a lot of things that come within that. Um, but for me, I think the whole situation's messed up because it's it's not only just what the player did, it's also the fans throwing bottles, throwing stuff on the pitch. That added to the fuel to the fire, and I think it was just a 10 minutes of a very disgusting situation. Now, you can look at it at both sides. You can say maybe Vinny went too far with the celebration that led to these situations. But I think for me, the first instigation point was Vinny, but he's a very polarizing character. The second instigation point is the referee not controlling it, giving him a card, adding fuel, rather than just tell him get back on the pitch, get on with the game. And then the third thing is Prestani doing what he did, being a coward, because you covered your mouth and said what you said. Didn't say it right face. You covered your mouth. That is soft. In Donzovation, and for me personally as well, we've always said we just say what we say, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Prestani, if you say what you're gonna say it with your mouth wide open, and deal with the consequences afterwards. Because we know FIFA ain't gonna ban you for long. They they don't care about that stuff. If it don't cost them any money, they don't care. So if you're gonna be blatant about it, but say it without your face covered. Because in the end of the day, all you're gonna do is maybe get a slap on the wrist, a couple game ban, because FIFA doesn't care anyway. You know, UEFA don't care either. So it was a whole situation, and for me, I think Vinny needs to stop being the center of all this. I think he himself needs to understand who he is as a global superstar. He needs to be a little bit less childish and a little less prone to trying to instigate bullshit because I think he's too good of a player for that. And on the other hand, no one deserves to hear those type of words to them as well. So I look at both sides and I think the Prestani's more wrong, but Vinny, I always believe there's what's it called, a action and then a reaction. and your actions mean things, especially when you are the player that Vinny is. You are probably the best player on that pitch, one of the best players on that pitch. What you do and what you say and how you do things means a lot more than a random Argentinian brother from Benfica that we didn't even know before the game. So that's me.
Mm, yeah, man. I can't really disagree with what you're saying, man. I think there's quite a lot to unpick. So first of all, we got Vinny. Vinny scores. I'm just watching it now. I'm catching up in it. So I just seen the goal was beautiful, truly magnificent. These type of goals, they don't deserve us to be talking about this. Why are we now talking about this? He done a little dance, but there's at least like 40 minutes to go. Score your goal and give him the dance back. That's all you need to do. What happened to letting the football do the talking? We grew up, we saw people score goals, and they always done the celebration. Remember Gascoigne, the dentist chair, when the team went and they poured the drink in his mouth? Like, celebration is what makes football. Imagine you just scored a goal and you walk to the halfway line. There'll be not a lot to talk about other than the goal. So if it's a tap in, there'd be nothing to say. Oh yeah, Haaland's tapped it in again. But then Haaland does a robot celebration. We're like, look, he's a robot. We knew it. So the celebrations make the games. So if we remove the celebration and people score and they don't mock us, it removes emotion from the game. We're already robotic in the era of VAR. We've got a VAR, so 9 times out of 10, the ball goes in the net. You're looking for what the linesman doing. You're looking at the referee if his hands to his ear. You're waiting to hear if there's gonna be a replay. Oh, there was something going on in the build-up. So it's already killing football as it is. So now, if we don't allow people to celebrate, it's gonna cook out all the football. Football is just gonna be robotic. Go to the, what does Carragher say? Get down the tunnel. That's what it's gonna be, and we're not gonna have a lot to talk about. So that's the first instant. Vinicius Junior. I have no problem with him celebrating. Does he need a thicker skin sometimes? Hell yes. But should he have to deal with racism? Hell no. We're in 2026. It's not like we're in '01 or 91. This is 2026. So we shouldn't be dealing with this. And on this matter, I heard Talk Sport talking about it. They actually said something good. If you go like this straight away, it's a 3 match ban. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking it from one extreme. They're saying you cover your mouth, you should be is a red card. No problem. I'm saying 3 match ban because why are you covering your mouth? We know what you're gonna do. We know what you're gonna do. It's like you a madness happens down the road. They're looking for someone with a bally. You're just walking with a bally. The police, you're getting nicked straight away. There's no, oh, it wasn't me, my friend. There was an offense down the road and a man had the bally. You've effectively given the prosecution their smoking gun. His hands over his mouth. So straight away, he's done something bad. So he's guilty. Now, what needs to happen is we need some consequence. Because it's all right us talking about it. Oh, what should be done? No, just do it. Just give the guy the ban he deserves. And that's it. That is it. Whether it should be a season long, 5 game, 10 game, I don't know. I don't know what was said. But what I know is that there was vicious intent. There was intent there. And for that intent alone, there's your ban, son. Anything else, we up the level of the ban. Was it Monkey? No problem. It's a further 5 match. Was it El Negro? Oh, even 10, 15 match ban. So we need to actually hear what the guy said because I've heard this Monkey, but if it's worse, bring it forward, bring the evidence to the table. And then we've had the offense take place. Then Mourinho. Mourinho, he's let me down because Jose is one of my favorite managers. But instead of just saying, you know what, if anything has been said, we stand with Vinicius Jr. That's what he should just say. If anything bad has been said, we stand with Vinicius Jr. I'm yet to speak to my player about what he said, but if anything has been said, we stand with Vinicius Jr. But instead, he starts talking about, oh, Eusebio, the greatest Portuguese player that played for Benfica. Oh, he was black. So, what does that mean? So, because I have a black friend, I can't be racist. This is what it's basically saying, Jose. Jose, do better because you're someone that has is basically like a figurehead for bringing African players to the Premier League. Jose, Chelsea, Mikel, Essien, Etu, this guy, that guy, so many Kalu. We can name after name. So with what Jose said, I'm disappointed. But UEFA, it's now your time. Now is your time. Forget anything else. Make sure the consequences are severe and swift. We don't want to hear about this next week. We want to hear about this by the end of the week that a ban has been served. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Embarrassing.
Do you know what? Yeah, that was two great thoughts. Like, I don't think I can even fucking add to that shit, man. That was amazing. But do you know what, people? Yesterday was very disappointing. In so many ways, it's unbelievable. It's like the old story that of a script that should have been ripped up a long time ago. It seems like we're always talking about everything else apart from the football, apart from the beautiful game, the game that we all love. The reason why we actually, the reason why we all used to play football in the road, if you did, yeah, or on a football pitch, or in your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know, trying to do kick ups in your house, yeah, breaking and shit, getting chased by your parents and your older siblings. That's what I'm saying. That game there, yeah, and every so often this shit happens. And I don't understand why. Because I'm going to put it down to he's Argentinian. Because I've met a lot of Argentinian people and they're beautiful people. So I'll never disrespect the country over a few idiots. Yeah. Forget if back in the day who went there. This is what I'm saying. Because we could do that to every demographic. And I'm the total opposite. I hate that shit. Like, yeah, cool. Conversation TV, we laugh, we joke. Yeah. Do you remember that? Jokes, not offensive jokes, just jokes. That's what I'm saying. We never get personal. Yeah. We never show the hate, the racism, the disgusting things that was, it weren't even allegedly said because players heard it on both sides. So I can't even say it was an alleged thing. Yeah. It was alleged. Sorry, my language. It was horrible. Yeah. Because he scored a goal, because he did a dance. Is that what you're telling me? Because he did a dance. Brazilians, the Samba boys, for the young ones who don't actually know what they used to be called, yeah. You go to Brazil, they are always dancing. South Americans, Central Americans, yeah, they are renowned for dancing. It's been happening for years. Years. Yeah. I remember watching Romario dance in the World Cup. This is big where Romario, before some of you lot was born, but it is where it is. Yeah. Robinho, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo. Even Rivaldo tried to try to dance with his offbeat self. None of that deserved any kind of racism. None of that shit. Yeah? It's disgusting that we're talking 2026. Yeah? About, yes, like I said, does Vini help himself in a lot of times? No, he doesn't. But it doesn't mean you have to actually show hate towards him. Why? Because he scored a banger or a goal, or because he danced in front of your fans. That's what football is. The game is the game. Yeah? Because I remember when Adebayor friggin' ran the whole field here to celebrate against Arsenal. Do you know why? Because we were spitting so much hate towards him. We know that when you go to those kind of stadiums, yeah, you get hate spit towards you. People get way too personal, and way too hatred and racial, yeah. But no one does anything about it, yeah. So if he wants to stand by the by the corner flag and have a little dance with a corner flag, call him a prostitute then, because he's dancing on a pole. Not a friggin' whatever the name was. No, man, no. On a serious note, people, man, it burns me to know that, like, we're still facing the same kind of things. Instead of talking about what a wonderful goal that was, we're talking about what happened after that goal. Yeah? Man's covering your mouth. Like King said, if man's got something to say, you better blood clot say it. Because you know what, yeah, at least you said it with your chest. Do you know what I'm saying? And we know where we stand with you. Not cover your mouth and say it. Fucking coward. And do you know what, yeah, I have to kind of commend Vini for doing what he did. Walking off the field, not reacting in a violent way that could turn the tables on him. Because it seems like Mourinho tried to make Vini the aggressor, not the victim. He said, yeah, when you go to a stadium, you, even if you score a goal, even if it could be a wonderful goal, respect the stadium. How I interpret that to be is that you were the reason why, without saying it. I don't even class it as media trained. Yeah? I class that as stupid. Stupid. And the thing is, this is not even about Mourinho. Why would a person even mention that kind of shit? I understand, yeah? Your first thought is to back your player. I get it. But backing your player is also calling your player out as well. If he would have said, you know what, yeah, I wasn't there, I'm not going to talk about it. But if the allegations are true, and at that point they were, yeah, me as a manager and us as a club will have discussions with the player, and we will discipline the player as we see fit with FIFA. Yeah, I would have respected that highly, because even though he didn't say much, he said so much. This is what I'm saying, because he's respecting the fact that he had SCN, he had Makaleli, he had Drogba, he had Ashley Cole in his fucking teams, plus many more. He's respecting that shit. He had Eto twice. He's respecting that shit. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is, I don't want to pull it to a racial thing where it's a black and white. No, it's disgusting. Whether it was a green Martian, yeah, surname Venus kind of manager, yeah, I'll still have that same venom. If it was a black brother saying it to a white brother, I'll still have that same venom. Because in my circle, yeah, they call us the United Colours of Birmingham, because you see every colour and creed. That's what I respect, because that's what I grew around. So there's no kind of hate there. It makes me sick that a manager like that, yeah, and just like I said, I couldn't stand him at certain times. He's controversial at the best of times. He called a manager a voyeur, yeah. He got in other managers' face, but I didn't think he could almost destroy his legacy by backing someone like that or something like that.
Yeah,
that shit makes me fucking sick, right? And it's like what you're showing the kids these days is okay, yeah, to actually have something said like that towards you, right? And people are supposed to expect it. We're always telling people to take accountability when the hierarchy can't take accountability for what one of their players have said. We understand everyone makes a mistake. We get it. But letting something come out of your mouth because you're a person scored a one goal and they danced, that's not a mistake. That's straight hate. We can't even put it to Brazil v Argentina thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we saw Messi and Neymar hug, and they're two of the best players. Well, Messi for me is the best player to ever come out of Brazil in my life. I mean, Argentina in my lifetime. Yeah, we all know about Maradona, but guess what? I didn't see Maradona playing week in, week out. And Messi and Neymar is one of the best. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 or maybe top 10, just because of injuries and all these extra activities. We saw them hug. We saw them play the same team. We saw them go out. Yeah. So we can't even put that to a Brazil-Argentinian thing. It's a fucking malicious thing. Malicious. And now it's time for FIFA, not even the club. Fuck their club. You know what I'm saying? Fuck their club. It's down to FIFA, UEFA to stand in and take this as an opportunity to say, look, right, this is what you said in front of the world. So now, yeah, you have to hold repercussions in front of the world. Yeah, make him a martyr to stop other players of the future doing such stupidity or saying such stupid things. Bless you, my brother.
thank you.
No worries, man. That's what they need to do. FIFA needs to stand in, yeah, and instead of saying, yeah, let's kick it out, let's nil. Let's fucking nil. Let's fucking nil. They need to kick this shit out right now, yeah? Use this pussyo as a martyr and say we do not tolerate nor accept this kind of hate against anybody. Against anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you're from a certain age or demographic, you know what racism feels like. So can you imagine on that bigger scale in front of so many other people? So next time when he plays football, what they're going to do, start doing monkey chants in front of him when he scores. Is that what we're expecting the next few games? Because this kind of shit has a domino effect. This kind of shit, it breeds. It breeds like a fucking cancer. Yeah? I've seen all the little memes online where they're trying to picture his face on a monkey already. It's fucking disgusting. It breeds like a fucking cancer. Yeah? It's like this, yeah? People, I remember early in the 90s and all of that, yeah? I mean, 2000 and stuff like that. When they used to talk about hip hop and ruining kids and ruining this and ruining that. What the fuck is football doing then? It's breeding the same fucking hate. And me, if it was me, I'm talking about things like that, yeah? Close down stadiums. Don't let those fans anywhere near the stadiums. And until they learn their fucking lesson. Let's see how much they like that said player that they can't watch their team week in, week out now. That's the kind of sanctions I'm talking about, because racism shouldn't be fucking excused yet or tolerated at any club. At any club. And fans that do it or players that do it, the whole club needs to suffer for one person's antics, because this kind of fucking hate breeds. It fucking breeds. It fucking makes me sick. And it was such a great goal that he scored, the way he cut in on the inside onto his right leg. You know what I'm saying? Fucking makes me sick, blood. Fucking makes me sick. But people, make sure you're liking and subscribing, brother. People, make sure you like and subscribe. And big up everyone in the chat. Big up, do comments here. Big up Chelsea. Yeah? She says black people have the same blood. Just because you have a different color doesn't make you a horrible person. So nasty, yeah. This is a young Caucasian lady saying that. Yeah, with two Caucasian kids. This is what I'm saying. Right? She's a teacher, for fuck's sake.
Shame about her club, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame about her club, yeah. But and the thing is, she's one of their managers as well. It's mad. So the thing is, yeah, like she said, it's like it doesn't mean anything. It just means that I've got more melanin in my skin than some, but less than others. Yeah. We're all gonna go to the same fucking place when we die. Normally I'm renting at my fucking club, but now because this blood club bullshit makes me fucking sick. Says don't see. Basically, Jose's saying there's a difference celebrating black and white, of course. Yeah. So, okay, hypothetical now, yeah. People hypothetical. Please don't shoot the messenger, yeah. Say that I said that all this time Alan Shearer was a racist. Say I said that, yeah. Say I said that. You don't say how can I say something like that? Because every time he celebrated, what did it look like to everyone? Huh? But I'll never say that because I'll be a fucking idiot by saying that. It doesn't matter what kind of celebration you do. It's a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it kind of does, because someone done where they're sniffing a little bit of white on the grass one time. I think it was Fowler or something like that back in the day. Yeah? Things like that I don't tolerate. But proper celebrations where you're dancing and you're having fun. You know what I'm saying? We saw Jimmy Bullard trying to dance one year. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. We saw my man getting told off. It was funny. That's what celebrations are there for. People shouldn't ban people for wanting to celebrate with their team after scoring. Is that what we're talking about now? Because you're scared of being hated. Fucking makes me sick, man. Makes me fucking sick. Fucking makes me sick. Oh, blood clot, man. Did you know what it is? Yeah, there's certain things in life that bores my skin, right? Do you know what it is? Because one of my kids are mixed, bro. Yeah? This is why I say this shit. Because for me, someone like me, yeah, it's not about who you are or where you're from. It's about your heart. Because there's arseholes in every fucking country. There's probably an arsehole on my street that I don't know. Yeah? But it means nothing to me. But now, Millions and millions of people have witnessed that. And you know what? Yeah, like I said, there's going to be a small portion that's going to run with that. It's like every time we take 5 steps forward, something like this makes us take 20 steps back. It's mate, it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking disgraceful. Yo, King, what are you saying, brother?
No, I agree. I agree. Especially with I looked for the words that Jose said. Yeah, he's on the wrong side of this one. Um, he shouldn't be talking about celebrating some of the celebrations he's done in his time, running down the side of Old Trafford, etc. The one where he ran to his fans against Barcelona. He's done some over exuberant celebration in his time. So the things that I would say that the things for me is that the ref gave Vinny a yellow card for a celebration. That insight, I think that added fuel to it, and also I feel like the ref should have been in more control of the situation. As soon as the celebration ended, it should have just gone straight back to the game. There didn't need to be no extras after. For me, I feel like if the ref didn't give a yellow card and just said hey, carry on the game, I don't think all the extra stuff that happened afterwards would have happened um because then I think the game would have just continued on. And I also think if it was anybody but Vinny, I think that wouldn't have happened as well. Because I just think I think the players, the Benfica players and the fans know that you can get under his skin, and I think that's the issue. That for me, the biggest problem is that yeah, it shouldn't have happened on the pitch. You should have said it without covering your mouth. The player lied about what he said afterwards to both to the manager. So if you're Jose in this situation, your player's telling you I didn't say that. Vinny's telling you he did say that. Who it's hearsay,
Wait,
she say at
and
this.
Mbappe, no, and Mbappe. Mbappe
Yeah,
was right there.
yeah, and Mbappe says it to you as well. So I just hope that the Benfica players that were around and heard it tell the truth, especially if they're players of color that were around that situation. Because that's what we need to know. Because if Vinny and Mbappe say it, I don't think it's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna be in trouble for it. But if his own players come up and actually say that he said it, then he'll be punished, and that's the problem because he covered his mouth. Because there's not going to be able to lip read. There's not going to be any like. There's. It's not like they got earpieces on, so you can't really hear what was said. Now, I do believe that he did say it because you don't cover your mouth unless you're guilty. Um, and if he did say the M word, it's disgraceful. Jose shouldn't defend it. He shouldn't need to do all this extra stuff to defend his club. I understand you're the manager of Benfica, but just be honest, be open and honest. And yeah, I think the ref is in the wrong as well for carding Vinny for the celebration. Um, and that's it. When I initially saw it, I thought maybe Vinny did a bit too much with the celebration because he was. But then I think about it and then I looked back at some of the celebrations that I remember seeing growing up. And I'm like, no, it wasn't too far. It wasn't too far, to be honest. Players have done worse. Adebayo ran across the pitch to the away fans. I remember what Jose did across Old Trafford when he was young with Porto. Like, it's not too far. So then I look at the incidents after. I think the referee was in the wrong for carding him. I think Panicelli was in wrong for what he said. And then anyone that tried to defend it afterwards is in the wrong as well, including Jose. He's my former manager, but I can't defend the words he said. He doesn't need to talk about Eusebio. He doesn't need to talk about Vinny shouldn't celebrate like that. Vinny can celebrate whatever way he wants to. He scored a beautiful goal. He could have done more, to be honest. And it wasn't just the player, even their fans. I when I was gone to do some research, I see some fans doing the monkey movements and everything as well. So their fans were doing stuff. But are Benfica, the club, gonna get in trouble for that? For throwing stuff on the pitch, probably saying the same type of words to the player, probably doing the same type of movements, the monkey movements that they were doing. I've seen some videos. There's proof of it. So throughout the game, and even before he scored the goal, some of the things that the fans did and said and that player said is unacceptable in any way. And it shouldn't just be the player that be punished. The club should be punished for it. Maybe next couple games that no fans in the stadium. Maybe that might be the message that needs to be made, because I feel like the player and the club should be punished for everything that and the fans as well, because the fans were just as bad. You can't be throwing a water bottle at a man on the pitch. You can't be doing the monkey chants. You can't be saying the words that you said to the player and then get upset when he celebrates after scoring a beautiful goal like that. So for me, as much as Vini is a polarizing figure, and I feel like this ain't going to be the first time that the last time something like this is going to happen to Vini, just because of because of the type of play he is, because of the emotional outbursts that he has had in the past. He's going to be targeted. It is what it is. Once you get that kind of reputation, it precedes you in a way, which is it happens. It's not nice, and I think, but this is a bigger issue, because I don't think FIFA, UEFA, even our own FA do enough for these things. It's not enough to just have a campaign that says say no to racism. It's not enough to have campaigns. It's not enough to say no to racism in UEFA when the punishments aren't severe enough. There needs to be a message sent with the punishments for this incident going forward. And it should be stadium empty for the next European game, or no fans allowed to go to Madrid, Benfica fans, or their next games in Europe when they come back next season. No fans. There should be punishments for the player. There should be punishments for Jose for his comments as well, because it's not needed. There should be punishments for everyone involved, really, that has done wrong. But will there be? No, because as I said before, UEFA don't really care. They don't. They will put harsher punishments for a player wearing the wrong sponsor on their boxes or underneath their t-shirt, or putting up underneath their t-shirt, putting a message saying "I love God," than a punishment for what was said to Vini. So, yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Mate, run that back one more time.
There'll be harsher punishments for players that have the wrong sponsor on their boxes, or if they put up their shirt with a message, than what was said to Vini. And we've seen this multiple times over the years. So, realistically, do I think they're going to be? Do you think that Argentinian Benfica player is going to be punished, or whatever his name was? No, I don't think so. Because as much as Mbappe and Vini saying what they're saying, they're just going to say it's hearsay, she say, and they're just going to rub it under the rug and move on with their self. Are they going to look at the footage of what the fans did, what the fans said, throwing stuff on the pitch? Are they going to do anything about that? No. So I don't trust UEFA or FIFA or whenever governing body that has control over this to make the right decisions, personally, because I have never seen them make the right decisions regarding this. I've seen English players go to Eastern European country for an international match, have the whole stadium do the chants, do the monkey noise, the whole nine. Nothing happens. A little fine, a little money fine, or some a couple 100,000, like chump change. No bans, no extra, no nothing. So they allow for this atmosphere, to be honest, and it's gone on too long in Europe in general. It's gone on too long. And it's not just this incident. It's happened multiple times. My club in Arsenal, United, at every club in Europe and in England, there's been incidents like this towards players. Why do you think Adebayo ran all the way to the Arsenal fans? Because of the chants that was said to him about his parents. But did the Arsenal fans get punished for that? No. So they keep allowing these incidents to happen. They keep allowing some of the words that are said to happen. You're just gonna foster an allowance for negativity if people keep getting away with it. But that's my
You see, King, for me, there's words that are said about your mum and this and that, and let's say
there's different levels. I would agree that there's levels to it.
Like I could say something to you playing football, cool. But one thing
Yeah,
I'll never do is go against someone's skin color or sexuality.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because that there topples everything.
yeah,
This is what I'm saying. Because there's banter in the game. I said, yeah, your sister was a this, or your mum was this, or your dad was this. Cool, innit? Yeah. Like we all used to hear what Ashley Cole used to say to Roy Keane. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We all know what he used to say. Yeah. And then he'll get back as well as he could. But yeah, it never got racial.
yeah,
It never once got racial. Like it's like this, yeah. How many times are we on stream and are calling everyone a pussy or and this and that, but yeah, we never call anyone out of their name like that.
yeah,
Never once. Yeah. There's rivalry, there's heated rivalry, and there's just plain ignorance.
yeah,
And like I said, I'm not going to say it's an Argentinian thing because it's not an Argentinian thing. It's just an ignorant person. Whether it was, and it's shameful because it's like a few years ago it was Enzo.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to put emphasis on like a certain country and everything. And now it's this player here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nothing's done. Not enough is done to kick it out. Like I said, forget the one or two games or let Benfica decide their player. Because if you're asking me if 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 one of my employees done something stupid like that, yeah. If you're asking me, I'm thinking that they need to earn their money. So let me get them that out of the limelight, which is acceptable. So others won't forget it, but they'll kind of but then when he comes back, something else has happened, so they'll kind of have moved on. Fuck that shit. Yeah. The whole club. Yeah. Forget closed games. They should be thrown out of Europe for the next few seasons. And the next few games, their players that's allowed to play should play behind closed door. You know what I'm saying? Or in an away game, only let the away fans in. You know what I'm saying? That's going to Benfica. No home fans allowed. That's how it should be, in my opinion, because that's the only way. That's the only way it will change football. Because we always say that it's the fans that has the key to this game, realistically, because we're the ones who buy the extortionate tickets. We're the ones that buy the extortionate what is it the jerseys and stuff like that. We're the ones that go there. Like when you go to the Emirates, it's like £10 for a beer, like £10 for a thing. If I'm going with family members or whatever, yeah, I'm after that day I'm spending out a bill or something like that. You know what I'm saying? 150, easy. We're the ones, yeah, that make all of this football shit happen. Yeah. Can you imagine them playing behind closed doors and not allowing them people to see their favorite team that they've loved? Some people have been going to see their team for like 50, 60 years and so forth. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the outrage? Game after game, you can't even go to the stadium. You know what I'm saying? Football's an addiction. We all know this. Take that away from certain people, they turn them blood clot crazy. But you know what, yeah? Maybe that's what needs to happen to clubs, right? For them to actually start to realize that this is not acceptable, because when it happens to clubs, the only people it's hitting is the people on top of the club. Yeah, it's going to be hitting their pockets. Once it starts hitting their pockets, that's when you see the change. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, yeah, has UEFA and has FIFA got the fucking cojones to do it? Do you think so? And that's like, it just makes me sick even talking about this, bro.
Yeah. Nah. I
Fucking
don't.
sick.
I don't. Bruv, is something gonna happen? I think probably something will happen, but I don't think it's gonna be what we want. Like in this instant, do I agree with the fans being banned? Probably not, as I don't think it was a fan. What did the fan do? They threw a bottle at someone.
Yeah, for
No,
a
no, no.
bottle.
There's videos of fans doing the monkey movements and saying the word.
Ah, then there you go. Like so, then you're definitely gonna need a stadium ban. What would happen? What should probably happen if they said, okay, no fans allowed in your home stadium for the whole of the next competition. I don't think we get these incidents again. They'd happen, and then people sharp, and the fans in the stadium would self-police it. That's what would happen, because we know it's only the minority. We know the whole stadium's not racist, but I reckon if that they said this is what's gonna happen, clear rules, then I feel like the fans would police it. But even the fans, they know like nothing's gonna happen. There ain't been consequence. They might have missed one game, but what's that gonna do? There needs to be stiff punishments so that everyone could be, what's the word? Like a distraction. So that there's no more racism. Because until we get clear rules, this is gonna continue. Because so if it's just a one match ban, no problem. No problem. Next time we might get two ban, but we might as well go even harder. We might as well throw bananas on the pitch because we're only gonna get a two match ban. When is it gonna stop? UEFA, FIFA, they need to get their acts together and seriously punish the perpetrators that are being racist. Because until then, this is just gonna continue. And it won't be too long till another player is sadly racially abused on the biggest stage.
Yeah. Can you share my screen? So you got both the things that were. So you on the top one you got this.
Yeah, I'm seeing that one now. Big up, sir. Look at little kid. Look at little kid in red. Look at that little kid in red. Sitting on the right hand side. Look at him. Look at that kid in the red.
You got that.
He's bagged.
Look at that.
And then for this
you know
one,
what bro, do me a favor, yeah. But before you even do, let's break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Go back to that little kid in the red. Yeah? Right there. Yeah? You see that little demonic child? That little fucking demonic child. Yeah. Right there is probably in older. Round him is probably his fucking his parent or something. And if not, they're seeing it on TV and they're allowing that shit. And they're allowing that shit.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like I said, it's a fucking cancer. Yeah. So can you imagine what they were probably saying about him even before the ball was kicked off? But it only got highlighted because of this incident.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why it's getting highlighted. Otherwise, I guarantee you these fucking broadcasts would have done everything and anything to hush this one up.
Yeah, not everything. To show it.
Mm-hmm. This is what I'm saying. Because why wasn't it shown on TV before? Because cameras, yeah. Oh my, these cameras in 6K, they can see a fly in the grass, yeah. But they'll never show that on TV. Why not? Because it puts football in a bad light where they have to make fucking uncomfortable decisions. Uncomfortable decisions, yeah. Even before I saw this, I haven't seen this one, blood. It's a fucking cancer. Pussios.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And then this is the pretty much. Oh wait, let me.
Even looks like he's saying that you stink and that. That's what he looks like he's saying. Oh, you stink.
So it says Vini told us Prestige called him out. But the Benfica people say he only called him a. So either way, it's bad. Either way, he should be banned. Because either way, the first one's way worse. Well, I'm not way worse, but it's racial. The second one is homophobic.
It's hate.
It's hate. Either way, it's hate. So whatever he said underneath this, it was hate. You should be banned.
You know the funny thing is, it's like this, yeah. If we're bringing it back just to football, in footballing terms, now, if let's say, a player fouled a player in a box. Just by your teammates' reaction, and you see their teammates' reaction, you know it's a penalty. Just by that. So just by Mbappe and Co reacting in that way, and you see that the suspected looks on the Benfica faces, you know it was true. Because to be honest, only the people that was there, you are one. But if we're just putting it in footballing terms, when you foul someone and you know it's a penalty and you know you contacted them, you have this guilty look on your face. And those around you have the same look. This is what I'm saying. Mate, no matter how you try to spin this, he fucked up. Yeah. And I believe that he should be made a martyr of this situation. This was around the world. And after all of this, you see the chants in the crowd. What does it take again for someone to throw banana on the field? They've done it to Dani Alves, right?
Nothing happened then. Nothing
They've
happened
done it
then.
to Beto, right?
Yeah.
Henri.
Up in air.
Are you fucking pissing me off? How many more times does this shit need to happen without the club and the player being properly sanctioned? Not a few grand. These are billionaires out here. That's not even a drop in the pond. That's not even a drop in a lake. Is what I'm saying. That's nothing to them. Close the doors on them. Hit their pockets where it matters. And then they'll take this fucking thing serious. Like Blacker said, people in the crowd will start policing them. They'll be outing people and throwing them out, blood. They'll show them we got no place in this game to tolerate that kind of fucking bullshit.
And
it makes me fucking sick.
And if they don't do nothing, then there's your answer as well. If the crowd don't police it, then we know that they've got a systemic issue in the stadium. It will be clear as day. So yeah, man, something definitely needs to be done, man. Because, bruv, it's a stain talking about this. We don't want to be talking about this. There's much better things to talk about. You know what I mean? We got a man that just broke out for the second time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's bloody bigger news than flipping. Bruv, it's more interesting news, not bigger news than flipping. Bruv, this disgusting racism, man. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No, man, it's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting, but it's just one of those things where what can we do, bro? What can we do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a thing of what can we do, because that's kind of like the wrong choice of words. There should be something to do. There should be something to be done. And that's the thing. We can't always, a situation like this can't always happen. And we're reliving the same thing, and we're talking about the same thing with the same outcome to come or pending, let's just say. It shouldn't be like that. It should be straight up and down. Yeah, we show you that you can't do that. Let FIFA back their chat for once instead of fucking being said, because it's okay. It's okay for FIFA and UEFA to let players kneel. Yeah, kneel. Like, kneeling is going to kick out hatred like that. Because we allow players to do that in support of what's going on in society today. So we let them kneel. Are you fucking stupid? This is why you see a man like Zaha, I have to respect him for not even taking part in that shit. Is what I'm saying. And the thing is, back then, a lot of people slandered him because he refused to kneel, because he stated that kneeling is not going to change the game that we play. Change will come when the hierarchy changes. Are we going to keep having the same conversation? What's going to happen again? What is it going to go quiet for the next week's game? Yeah, next week, all next week's games now are on edge. Yeah, all of them now. Yeah, because people are going to be waiting for something else to talk about, for this to happen again. And guess what? A situation like this ain't going to happen this season again, because this happened. But what about next season? And the season after? And the season after? Are we going to be talking about this consistently? Are we going to be, like I said, reliving and saying the same fucking things? They need to pull their finger out their arse and do something.
No, facts.
It's degrading, and and the thing is, I can't, like, do you know what it is? You can't even put it down to ignorance nowadays. You can't even put it down to, upbringing nowadays, because you know what? Yeah, you see, in footballers' lives, right? Most footballers play, what is it? Let's say grassroots, leading up and all of that. They played with like multicultural people. They've played near enough around the world. You know what I'm saying? They go and tour around the world and all of that. Yeah. They play with different color, different cultures of people. But yet, they're still behaving like this. And then Mourinho, he's talking like he was backing his player. You know, sometimes, yeah, or my mum always used to say to me, yo, Don, if you ain't got nothing good, don't say nothing at all. Yeah. Just say as minimal as possible. I want to talk about the game and let the hierarchy sort out the incident that happened today. I would have respected him more. Because yesterday when after I heard the interview, it actually sounded like he was taking his player aside and said, well, if Vini didn't do the dance, then his player wouldn't have reacted like that. Then the fans wouldn't have reacted like that if he didn't do a dance. I understand giving a player verbal, but monkey chants. A child.
Madness.
And it sounds like Mourinho did not once say, and people don't take my words and try to twist them. Yeah, he did not say he accepted it. But guess what? He didn't hold no one accountable for nothing. Because everything he said pointed to the fact that if Vini did not do that dance, if Vini would have respected the club, yeah, it could have been different.
Madness.
Make that fucking make sense. Bullshit, I tell you. Fucking bullshit. Like, look, Sai. Sai says, don't see. People don't want to see black people, confidence player doing well. A black confidence player doing well. Do you know what it is, right? I wouldn't even pull it down to that, right? I will just pull it down to the lack of the lack of FIFA's intervening in situations like this in the past. That's what it was. Because I always say life and things have a domino effect. Yeah. If FIFA would have said, you know what, back in those days, right? That you know what, right? When the world changed, we're gonna change with it. We don't accept this kind of bullshit because it's not like they don't make enough money. They obviously do. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal make them about 1.8 billion. It is what it is, yeah. So can you imagine other clubs which are technically bigger than Arsenal in stature and in titles and trophies? Can you imagine how much they make them through TV rights and all sorts? Yeah. So it's not that they are hungry for money. It's not that. If they at some stage many years ago, yeah, put sanctions in place that stopped this shit from happening in 2026 on the 18th of the 2nd, we wouldn't be talking about this. Yeah. They have a lot to blame. Yeah. And I want to see what statement they're going to bring out in. And you know what it is? If they do, they're going to make a wish-washy one, say we do not accept or tolerate this kind of behavior. Yeah. I'm waiting for that statement. Yeah. But more importantly, I'm waiting to see what they do to the club. A fine not going to do nothing towards them because they'll just put the bear prices up a bit higher and make that back in 3 matches.
It's disgusting, man. It's horrible, bruv. I can't. Yeah, man. Bruv. What's he saying? That's Mourinho all over.
Yeah. Because he's Mourinho. And you know the funny thing is, Mourinho said some shit through the years, bro. Mourinho, you know, it's because Mourinho was borderline comical at times because you know him, yeah, he only stays at a club to get fired. That's what he does because he gets that payout. Yeah, he said certain things because you know what, yeah, he's a live wire and all of that, but he's never gone below the belt. And the thing is, yeah, in my opinion, only, as great a manager as he was, that's been overshadowed from the lack of respect that he showed a player that got racially abused by a fan or fans and a player under his managerial. It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting.
Horrible.
But we move, man. And it's sad to say.
It's horrible, man. We just Bruv, we just hope and strive for a day that we don't have to speak about this no more, man. Because or when there's actual consequences. Because until then, this is not gonna be a anomaly. It's gonna be more and more frequent. And especially if he gets away with it. What if he gets away with it? More players might just copy. They might just cover themselves and start slurring all types. So something just needs to be done, needs to be nipped in the bud, and then we can all move on and enjoy the beautiful game instead of talking about stuff like this. Like Arsenal's playing tonight. There's a North London derby. There's a title race going on. Most teams have qualified in the FA Cup. Those are the things that we want to be talking about. Newcastle playing the Champions League tonight. These are what we want to talk about, not an imbecile.
Yeah.
Couple little rats. We was even speaking about kids the other day. Look, kids, parents, they're both to blame.
How
The
ironic.
kid,
How ironic, bro. It was Saturday night we was talking about that.
yeah,
Or early out Sunday morning.
yeah. This
How
is what I'm
ironic.
saying. Bruv. Little did we know the kids were plotting along with the parents. They were all plotting together. The kids watched the stream and said, "You wait, I got something for you. No problem." And then they went and done the madness. So this is what's going on here. These people, there's no regard for the law. Surely you would have seen a parent grab the kid. You'd at least see him grab him by the collar and said, "Shh, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. We only say this at home." Did they even do that? It weren't even we only say this at home when we're watching on the TV. There was nothing. Out and bad. Not that they'll make it right, but they were out and bad. And now we need the parents named and shamed. We need those parents named and shamed. They got 24 hours to reveal themselves. The parents got 24 hours to make a statement because that it was unacceptable. I'm literally disgusted. You're seeing the kids. That was not what I see. The kids are doing monkey gestures. What the hell? What world are we living in where we're seeing kids doing this with no repercussions? They didn't even get chucked out the stadium. This is how bad it is. All the stadiums got the cameras. They've got the cameras. It's not even hard. They should have had a statement today. 8 o'clock this morning. You can sack a manager at 8, 9 o'clock. So surely you can have a statement. Reviewed the CCTV. It's only 2, 3 hour game. You just review it overnight. They get paid enough money. People at football clubs. So I'm sure they could do the night shift. Probably be on 1K an hour, who knows? They could review the night shift. I mean the footage from the stadium
Yeah.
and then give it out to us this morning. But it's almost 6 o'clock. I don't know if there's been a statement from Benfica. I don't know if there has been a serious statement, that is, because I'm even looking for it now. Mourinho accused of gaslighting. So there's nothing. There's literally nothing from Benfica. Now they're saying, okay, so now there is a statement. Here's the statement. Benfica claim there is a defamation campaign against Gianluca Prestiani after UEFA launch an investigation. So they're even doubling down. They're saying it's a witch hunt. They're literally saying this is a witch hunt. He faces potentially 10 match ban from the European competition if found guilty. I think that should be the starting point, but we move. Then they said, given the distance, the Real Madrid players could not have heard what they claim to have heard. The club fully support and believe the version of Cristiani. His conduct in service of the club has always been guided by respect for opponents, intuitions, and the principles that define Benfica's identity. The club rejects the defamation campaign of which the player has been a victim. So now he's the victim. Yeah, just chuck him out. 1 year ban. You see this statement alone. This statement alone is a 1 year ban from all UEFA competition because they're straight away saying that there's a defamation campaign against the player and he's the victim. UEFA are just doing their job. They've only looked into it. But straight away, the club is on the defensive. This is a disgrace. This statement alone is a season-long ban from all UEFA competitions. Throw them out. Done.
Yeah.
No point. No point talking about it. You just throw them out. That's it. When you get to the court, you know you have your good character reference, your aggravating features. Oh, this is an aggravating feature. Because now, no doubt, after this statement's been made, more of those fans, they're going to go online and send more monkey emojis and banana emojis to Vini.
Facts.
If in doubt, say nothing. What happened to that? Just keep it as little as possible. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. The club regrets the defamation campaign of which the player has been a victim. Nah, bruv. And my head's gone, man. I don't even want to talk too much, bruv, because the next words could be foul, bruv. Fila
Mate,
puta Benfica.
mate, what did I say about what did I literally just say about I was happy how Vinny did not react because he could have went from the victim to the aggressor. Yeah. And he didn't even need to react. All he needed to do was, talk the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's all he needed to do was talk the truth and look at him. It's boy,
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say no more.
He could
I
have
don't even know.
fly kicked the fan like Cantona. This is what I'm saying. He could have fly kicked the kid. The kid. You could be so angry. We've seen Eden Hazard grab a ball, but bruv, these fans here, just because you pay ticket money, it doesn't allow you to just say whatever. There's
No,
a
facts.
difference between criticism and abuse. And
Yeah.
this here is straight out abuse. And it's disgusting. We know we know it. You're doing them like so why haven't they not spoken about that as well? Why didn't they mention the little kids doing monkey emojis? Massive monkey emojis doing a monkey gesture. Why?
Yeah.
So they're selecting, they're picking and choosing, and they fully support, no problem. UEFA, you know what to do now because they've gone against you. You got to show your teeth. You got to show your teeth and bite them. You have to because they are biting the hand that feeds them. UEFA put a lot of money in these big clubs' pockets. The Champions League brings in so much revenue. So for that reason alone, I think 1 year is even not enough. I don't think 1 year
No,
ban's enough. I
should be
think a
more.
1 year ban is probably it's under punishing them. So me personally, I think it should have been you give the ban now for the statement. The statement's potentially a 3 year ban. But are they gonna do it? We know the answer to this. We know the answer. The player will be thrown under the bus. They'll come back and say a statement throwing them under the bus.
No,
But we won't forget this.
no, it's not.
We
It's
won't
not.
forget.
You know what? I've seen a new angle. The Argentinian Prestani goes towards Vini to say it. So for me, I don't. I don't blame Vinny at all. Right now, after seeing this new angle, actually, let me show you guys.
Since unprovoked.
Do you know what it is when you insult someone like that, especially like that, because it's like we were like I said, yeah. There's certain things that we all do, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Take the piss, but that
Wait, wait, let me find it. So He's finished the celebration. Look, he goes up to him, and then the ref yellow cards him afterwards.
And he puts his thing up.
Yeah, it says it, and then the ref yellow cards him afterwards. Why is the ref carding him? The ref's near it as well, so could possibly the ref have heard it? What's the ref report?
He's probably in on it. The ref's
Look,
involved.
look. He goes towards him. He says it. Kamavinga's there, so Kamavinga probably heard it. Then the ref cards him.
I did that one more time. One more time.
But would he know? Kamavinga don't know Portuguese.
No, but there's certain words that will stick out that he thought you heard, or something that sounds familiar. Because what were they saying? They said mono or mono or something like
yeah.
Yeah, mono, which was monkey.
And the moment he put his thingy up, like,
yeah, he should have never been caught. Yeah, man, the ref's wrong as well.
Fucking little man disease, man. Like, look how small he is, bruv.
Nah.
Because you look, he's
Vini needs to slap one of these guys one of these days, man. Like, he needs to just slap them, man. Man's bare small, bruv. He's the same size as his shirt number. What the fuck? Like, look at him. I said his shirt numbers. His shirt's overlapping. Like, what's going on? Man. He's done.
Oh man, it's disgusting, man. No matter how you see it, no matter what you say about it, because
no, because I was in the wrong, because in previous things I thought maybe that Vini went to him, or nah, man, Vini's not in the wrong here at all.
Like I said, bro, for a fucking dance, because he danced in front of the fans. Yeah,
no, that's
the same
mad.
fans, yeah, that they showed that were calling him a monkey. Is what I'm saying. Like, I scored against you, man. There, yeah, look at the goal that I scored. Yeah, and it's okay to show that sort of hate from an Oompa Loompa that should only come out at Christmas. Bullshit, bro.
And anyway, you man, I gotta go. But love for having me on.
Yeah, no worries, brother. All right, I'm gonna do an Arsenal stream in a bit anyway. So let's hope it's happy days, yeah. But bro, shout out your team, brother.
Yeah, African King Academy. I'm basically doing a watch along for all the games today, so I'll be on from now till the games finish. But yeah, that's me,
man. Like, I'll pop in the chat in the night. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, I would join you on that, but I'm gonna do an Arsenal thing and then trying to cheer myself up a little piece. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, go. What? No, watch your women. I'm telling you, man.
The women. Do you know what it is like? I need to see if the man them are gonna, take the pressure to see, because you know what, yeah, the great blue shark is chasing us. I want to see if we're freaking hunters, yeah, or we're prey. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man, this watch both. Trust me. Trust me.
No. I'll do a split screen team.
Yeah. Trust me, man. You'll love the way that the women play. Because under Sleggers, they play beautiful football. Trust me. But yeah, man.
I used to watch women's football before it got glorified and all of that, because I thought it was raw. When I used to see women punch up women on their bad touches, I used to find the comic kids. What I'm saying. No, it's just too nice. It's just too nice.
Yeah, they used to give out the tickets. I'm
bro.
sure. Is that Solhurst Park a few times?
Park. Do you remember when Yankee used to play for us?
Yeah, Rachel Yankee.
Them days, there.
She was a baller. Her and Kelly Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, mad. So they were on stuff back in the day when they not on TV and that.
Mate, they were raw blood, raw. That's what I'm saying. That's why I used to like it. Get me when they got all this glorified shit, and I was like, yeah, it's cute, but maybe because I saw it from grassroots, innit? So
fair enough.
Yeah. But big up women's football each and every time, man. That's what I'm saying. 100%. Keep pushing. I tried to make my daughter play football like that, yeah. But do you know what? I had to train her in friggin' Ivy Park. And she said to me, Dad, why does it have to be like this for? Guess what she said? Dad, I wish I would have stayed. Remember, Dad was right. No, it is what it is, man. But blessings, bro. Blessings.
Well, bless and peace.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up, King. Then there was two.
Yeah, man. So what are you saying, my brother, man?
We're just here, man. I'm getting ready to, you get me, watch this game. Hopefully there's no stress tonight, man. I can't be dealing with no stress tonight, man. It's man ain't even got a gun just to blow, so don't make me deal with no stress, man.
All right, fam, just hold the liquor, blood. Just hold the liquor.
But I've been doing up sober for the
Yeah,
whole year now. What's
that's good,
that?
man.
That's like what 49 days. 49, 49, undefeated. Look at that maths.
Look at this,
I
Charles.
knew that I knew she was a fraud. I told you. Even got my year, same year, 94. So she's a fraud.
Charles. Do you know what? I can't even say nothing. This is what I'm saying. Charles, just tell Cole Palmer to start scoring them open goals. This is what I'm saying. Because if he keeps on missing, guess what's going to happen? You go from 7th to 10th real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be there.
We'll be there.
But yo, Blacks, I'm going to close out now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
So I'll
Big
be
up
back
them.
in about an hour and a half or so. You want to jump on stream?
Yeah, I'll definitely pop in.
Okay, no worries, bro. I'll send you a link. Yo, people, manners and respect, yeah. So catch all of you later, yeah. And do you know what, yeah? Whether you're watching now, after the fact, is what I'm saying. Keep liking and keep sharing. This is what I'm saying, and hit that subscribe button. All right. And do me a favor, write a comment. If you think we was wrong in anything that we said, if you agree with us, just write a comment. This is what I'm saying. We always get back to the comments. All right. Stop being frauds. Yeah. Stop missing your opportunities like Cole Palmer. Do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Until next time, people, manners and respect and fuck all hate. Show some love, people, please.